Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us to come and to present to you, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say after speaking, when you're asked to speak after Dr. This and Dr. This and Dr. This? Oh, well, in your presence is upcoming Dr. Patience. Some of these things you gotta believe and you gotta speak. If you fly with eagles, you will become eagle, not eagle mud. Oh yeah. So you gotta believe this. I'm upcoming doctor. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Kompana, for such an event. And I've been here before. I've met some. Yes, I've met Blue Hector and Richard Godfrey. And yes, I like that idea of staying in the house. I was in touch with my brother here a few weeks ago, and I'm planning something, but it's staying in the house and networking, keeping the brands. And who else can promote ourselves? No one. So we better do it, and we work together, and we support each other, and we sell each other as well. A year ago, we were invited to a special camp, and I've never been, but when I went there, it's a club, and it's only strictly by invite. Would you believe it? And every week this club meets, and it meets in catering. And there is networks around as well. But they meet every week for breakfast on a Thursday morning. And when you're invited, if I go, I can invite you. When I invite you, then you get in. But then we meet for breakfast, and then it's only businesses. So there's IT, there's insurance, there's mortgages, there's that. And if anyone in the house needs a mortgage, then they say, oh, you need a mortgage, see Eagle Mart. Or you need insurance, see that. And you refer, oh, you need a mortgage? Oh yeah. I've got the guy. So I've got to be in advertising and helping to stay in the house. But that's not my presentation. My presentation is about occupational health in the care industry, or occupational health in general. What do we understand by occupational health? Have you heard of this animal called occupational health? Feel free. Yes? Okay. What is it what are the requirements that, as care providers, what are the requirements that you have under CQC in terms of occupational health? Are we aware of that? Yeah, duty of care, yes. Yes, she remembers from the last time. So how many have got more than 5 employees in their companies, in their organizations? Yes. Have you got an occupational health provider? You have? Someone there? The others are no. Please do see me afterwards. For those that do not have. It is a legal requirement. And if anything happens, or if it comes up in your next assessment, and that means you're not compliant. Okay. My name is Patience, and unlike I'm going to say also mine. I had the doctor say, but they are written over there. I am a specialist in occupational health, and I've been working in the industry for more than 25 years now. And so your future would be in good hands. Why does occupational health matter? Yes, it's a legal requirement. But the thing is, if you have a healthy workforce, then you deliver better care. This care sector thrives when its teams are physically and mentally resilient. If you have your employees and you're looking after them, and it's also your duty of care, and like you rightly said, then you have. So I was saying, because it is a legal requirement and it is our duty of care, you need occupational health services. You need that to be covered. And that's where Cooper Health Service come in. We come in and we will provide an occupational health needs analysis for your business. And we will provide tailored packages for you that are dependent on whether you are dom care, whether you're supported living, whether you are home care. What that means is there are different risks, there are different health risks according to where you're operating, and we will tailor make your needs accordingly. And not only will we look after that, but we'll also look after your policies and ensure that you are compliant within if there is any changes that have been made, we look after that, we maintain that. But then the other challenge that also comes, thank you, we're back in business. So our OH services will help you protect your most valuable asset in the business, which is your people. So yes, we have carers, and we have carers here. We need to look after them. If you do not look after them, then you do not have the businesses covered. So definitely you need to look after them carefully. Why does it matter to have a good service? 30 to 40% of care workers report work-related stress. That's the highest. That's one of the major. If you want anything that's awkward, that's odd, anyone going off sick, they can just say, yeah, stress. And I used it as well. My background is a nurse. I used that a lot, and you could get away with anything. Just say, I'm stressed. Nobody cares. It's only when you're under COS that you might get away with it. But wait until the 5 years is, boom, done, indefinite leave. They will be gone. And they can say, I'm sick, and they're covered. So we need proactive occupational health support. And by having this, we can reduce the work-related stress that happens in our valuable asset. Okay, next. How can OH services improve your businesses? It's simple. By looking after, if you have a plant and you look after it, it flourishes. If you dig and you pour water, it flourishes. The same, when we have our carers and we have this event where we acknowledge the carers, then yes, they flourish. And yes, they do good and better things. And when we look after them well, we reduce turnover, we reduce absenteeism, the staff morale is improved, and obviously, they will not leave the company. I've spoken to colleagues, to family, friends, and all. I know where, if they are well looked after, they don't leave. And that improves your reputation of the company, of your care company, and also reduces your legal risks. So there is a lot of benefits, and you will be complying with the regulations. So what do we do? Health needs assessments. We do pre-employment assessments. So I know you send the application forms, you have got that question there at the bottom, and da 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 da. However, when you have now got more than 5, you definitely need specific, and you need to keep those records. But you can't keep them as an organization, because then you're not covered. Again, Eagle Matu Insurance will tell you, you won't be covered in that aspect. So you need us to do your bits, and then we'll take that risk. I work in risk. The way you manage risks, especially when it comes to health, is either you deal with it, you do something about it, or, so we call that mitigation. So you mitigate the risk. Or if you do not want to mitigate the risks for reasons, or if you cannot have that time to do it, you transfer the risk. Yeah, that's where we come in. Transfer the risk for your occupational health needs to us, and we're covered, we're insured, and we take that risk for you, and we cover it, and that works. Economic evaluations, so we can look at manual handling on that side of risks. Mental health support. We come with, I personally, I'm a mental health first aid instructor. So if you do require mental health first aid training, we can tailor-need that for your organizations as well. If you get a package, comes in at a better price. Data-driven insights. Need I say more? We've got the IT specialists that work hand in hand with us, and we will provide custom reports and your workforce health trends if needs be. If there is any, we will tell you what is happening and what is going on. More so, if you need case management, if you need sickness absence management, we'll provide for that. And in a short time, we've got short turnover times. So if you do need that, please. So there's the health needs assessment as a whole that we'll do, but then there's also, if you need specific packages. So if you need a one-off case management, depending on your volume, sometimes it might be better just to have as per requirement, or to book as a block if you have more or many individuals or employees in your organization. Okay. For carers, so the beauty, the thing I like about occupational health. So please, I'm glad today people understand a bit better what occupational health is. Most times it's confused. Oh, is it occupational therapy? Oh, occupational. No, it's not therapy. It's health. So there is a difference. The therapists do help employees get back into work, but in a different way. They provide orthotics and aesthetics and stuff. But occupational health, I like about it is, I sit on the fence. I do get hired or requested by the organization, by the care companies, by businesses. They have to pay for me because it's a legal requirement. The law dictates that. But then, on the other side, I stand for the employees. Would you believe? I sit on the fence. Occupational health sits on the fence. It works for the employer. Yes, the employer is compliant with legal requirements, with they've got the policies, they are written, they are sorted, they're covering everything. But then also, the employer pays for occupational health to look after the employee. So you matter as carers. So when you are sent to occupational health, or when you're told to fill in your forms for occupational health, do fill them correctly and accurately. In that, you have an advocate. So you would say occupational health is the advocates for the employees. So then they will look into all your issues related to health and then marry the two. Advocate for you to the employer, and also make sure that the employer is also covered in terms of insurance, legal requirements, in case the employee claims, in case the employer messes it up, then you've got occupational health to cover you. So if you needed to say, did the employer do everything? Then they haven't sent you to Occ Health, then they haven't. They have left some loops. So you matter too. Your well-being enables their care. And somebody gave me this quote that occupational health supported me to manage my back pain and stress, and I'm a better carer now. And they came back to work, and they returned back to work in time. Because sometimes it's just tender, loving care that is required for an employee to do their work. And sometimes it's just recognizing to say, well done, how was your week? How is your health? How is your well-being? And when you do that, simply, you you don't realize it, but you've just given a carer the oomph. And certainly they are happy going about. I work for Enlightenment Care. Why are you so happy about it? Oh, you know what? They sent us to these awards and we did. What you have done just by doing that is given to say, look, you've done well, a pat on the back. You're doing a great job. And that matters. So bear that in mind, and we do that too. We look after the well-being. Carer focused support. So I said I sit on the fence. Some of the things that you could do as providers to your carers is to ensure that they have, nowadays there's employee assistance packages that provide for counseling support. I know as the majority here, they will say with me, we were never brought up in a way that we believed talking therapies worked. We don't. And we don't always rush to go to counseling for things. We rather sit back because it's not been in us, but they work. And there's something that you can also provide for your carers. Because sometimes it's not just the work they're doing, but it's also the family issues behind, the things happening, the economy structure, all that contributes to the health and well-being of an individual. And if an individual is not good, then they will not do the work correctly. So physical health, mental health, and then the training. Not training for your compliance packages, mandatory compliances. No. I mean training for well-being. Okay? And advocacy, helping navigating workplace adjustments. It's a challenge coming from abroad sometimes, some of the people, or even just changing organizations. And if you have a structure built up to support the carers, then it makes a difference. Okay, here are some simple steps to get started if you need the occupational health services. And for those that said no and they have more than 5 employees, you need this on record. and you need this to be covered, contact us. I've got some leaflets over there and some cards. Please pick them, give us a call, and or go on our website, write in, and then we can do a needs assessment, 30 minutes consultation, and then we will tailor a plan according to your services needs. We look after you carefully. Yes, I'll hear, oh, the packages are expensive. I spoke to a sister to a director the other day. It's expensive. And I said, wait a moment. You will not regret you've done it, because you will see the benefits. And you don't want to look for occupational health services when there is a problem. You want to have it when things are good. So invest in OH today, because healthier carers mean happier clients, and it means healthier business. And so make sure you invest into that. And last but not least, if you invest in occupational health services today, you will reap more benefits in terms of when you have a healthy workforce, things will be much, much better. That brings me to the end. Do I have any questions?